Alright, what's up guys, Toasty here, Get Burnt. Today I'll be talking more about Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and now we have a new trailer for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and it is amazing. Alright, so my voice is kind of hoarse from last night, because I watched it last night, and I freaked the hell out. I was going crazy, talking to Rhymestar and a bunch of other people while watching the trailer, and it was just insane, and the trailer is just... it's amazing. So today I wanted to do kind of an analysis while watching the trailer again, because I haven't watched the trailer since last night, and I wanted to see if the hype level for me while watching the trailer again will rise to the top like it did yesterday. So let's see. I'm going to start it right now. I'm going to be putting it on screen for all of you whilst I'm watching it, and yeah, enjoy the trailer whilst I analyze it. So here we go. Alright, so the first thing that we see is Goku, Krillin, and Gohan from the Saiyan saga, and this is pretty much the part that we saw kind of in the trailer for the first Dragon Ball Xenoverse trailer, the E3 one, and now we're just seeing Nappa, Yamcha, and Tien, and then it just shows the part where Nappa actually technically kills Piccolo, and it's funny because this actually didn't really happen here. I guess either the story changes or it just made it so that it happened there. Anyways, we see a bunch of parts with all of the villains. We saw Ultimate Gohan there, we saw Super Saiyan God Goku, we saw Cell beating Hercule away, and then we saw a bunch of gameplay, and this gameplay looks really smooth, looks nice. I'm just all for it. And yeah, then we got the title screen. Oh man. And I love how they use Shala Shala here. Obviously, Shala Shala has been used for quite a bit in Dragon Ball Z games. They used it for Battle of Z. They also used it for Ultimate Tenkaichi. But I don't know. I just like the new version of Shala Shala, even though it was also used in Battle of Z. It's showing off all the characters here. Now we're showing Piccolo, and then we're showing Trunks, which, for all of you that don't know, Trunks and Time Patrol Trunks are the same person. Future Trunks and Time Patrol Trunks are the exact same person, so they're most likely, or at least I would assume, they're going to be the same person with the same moveset. And then we have Gohan, and a lot of people are wondering if there's going to be a normal teen Gohan, which I believe there will be, since it seems like everybody here in the game starts off from their base form, so it seems like they'll have a base form for every character, like how they have a base form for Gotenks. They're showing off Krillin, chopping off Vegeta's tail, even though that's not how it happened in the anime, but I don't know, maybe the story has changed in some way. Then they have Tien, obviously, and Tien, we already played in network test. We played Yamcha as well in the network test, and Yamcha actually doesn't seem that awful in this game, except for his move where he just plays dead, because that doesn't really seem to do that much. And yeah, that was pretty much all that we saw before, but now we are actually going to be seeing a little bit of new stuff. So we've seen some of this stuff. You're seeing the Ginyu Force pretty much. We see Raccoon in his outfit, I guess if you want to call it that. We see Guldo, we see Birder, Jace. Jace's actual ultimate attack, it looks really cool. It used to be just a Crusher Ball, but now it seems like it's a few barrage of attacks. And Birder's ultimate attack also looks amazing. I love that tornado type attack that he has, and I can't wait to use that in game. And I actually like Ginyu's moveset a little bit, because his moveset actually makes him look really awesome when he's breakdancing and stuff, and that's where he takes over Goku. And I hope that when you use body change with your created character, that'll happen the exact same way, where you'll body change and you'll actually change your body with whoever you're fighting, especially even a created character of somebody else's. That would be amazing. Like if I was a normal Saiyan and I used body change on somebody, then I became like some sort of Namekian. That would be awesome, and I hope that that's what actually happens. And then we see Cell actually right after we just saw Frieza, and the thing about Frieza that I just saw was Goku actually as well was glowing purple with the purple ore and everything, which means I believe that Goku is actually evil Goku, or at least Goku controlled by Toa. So I think that that's something that's interesting. I can't wait to see more stuff about that, because, you know, Goku being somewhat evil is something that a lot of people want to actually see, and I just want to see how they implement that. And then we see some actual Cell gameplay while he is controlled by Toa, and he looks really awesome. Then we see some Kid Buu gameplay while he's controlled by Toa, and it looks really cool. Kid Buu looks OP like he does in every single Dragon Ball Z game. He just looks OP. That's just how Kid Buu always is. He's always OP, and that's just how it is. He's like his planet burst just destroyed a Kamehameha. Didn't even care for it. And I think that was a Super Kamehameha too. So just like, nope. Have fun. That's not happening. And then we see Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and this is actually the one person that I really wanted to see for a while. I mean, obviously we did see somewhat of him during the Super 17 actual fight, but we didn't actually get to see him from the gameplay perspective of the player. And I'm glad that we got to see that now. And now we get to see Omega Shenron versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Omega Shenron, he looks pretty cool. His Dragon Thunder is kind of different than it was in the Budokai games, but honestly, I don't really have a problem with it. I like the aesthetic of it. And then we see Super 17, which we've already seen in the video a while ago as well. A lot of you are going to probably try and complain, saying that these times 10 Kamehameha before, when you saw Super Saiyan 4 Goku's gameplay, was blue, but then in this gameplay with the Super 17, it is actually red. So it seems like you can either change that, choose which type of times 10 Kamehameha, because a lot of people say that the first time he used 10 times Kamehameha was against Baby. I'll talk about this Gogeta gameplay in a minute, because it's bad. It's not bad, it's great. I mean, like badass, I mean. But I think that you're able to just change the color of times 10 Kamehameha. So there you go. A lot of you wanted that, and that's what you got. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, even though we already passed him, he looks amazing. I love his combos and everything, so I can't wait to actually play as him. I just think that the counterattack and everything for his stuff is just amazing, dude. I can't wait to actually play as Gogeta. It's great. But yes, and now we get to see more Wii stuff, even though we technically see more Wii stuff with Whis versus Beerus a while ago, but now we get to see him versus Vegeta, which is pretty cool. And now we actually get to see some Stratosphere gameplay between Beerus and Super Saiyan God Goku, which we haven't really seen that much. We've only seen cutscenes in this place, and now we actually get to see that this is actually a map, and that looks amazing. So I can't wait to see that. And now we have the cave gameplay with Goku and Beerus, which we've already seen, but we actually do get to see it's like this. And now the thing is, I'm wondering, maybe if you're allowed to change the color of your Kamehameha for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, maybe you could change it for Super Saiyan God as well if you want the red Kamehameha that they had in Battle of Z. But who knows, maybe that can happen, maybe it can't, I don't know yet. But yes, now we get to see some created character stuff with Grade A Vegeta, which you just saw, and then it shows all the races, then it's showing all the customization that you can do, changing your character's skin color and all that other stuff, making your character's hair different, having different costumes. And then here we actually see that that girl was actually in Chi-Chi's outfit from Dragon Ball, the adult Chi-Chi outfit as well. There is also the kid Chi-Chi outfit in Dragon Ball as well, which is something that's really interesting. I'm glad that they're actually taking stuff from Dragon Ball as well for costumes, because, you know, even though Dragon Ball characters are not in the game, it's still awesome to actually have the costumes for those characters to be able to be used with your created character. I just think that that's awesome. And then we get some other gameplay from a bunch of characters. I think that was Saiyan Man, but it could be wrong, because the Saiyan Man that you make with your own created character with a bunch of stuff like that is very, very similar to the actual Great Saiyan Man. It's hard to tell if that's actually him or not. But we did see Videl in her Great Saiyan Woman costume, so I would assume that you could use Gohan in his Great Saiyan Man outfit, since they actually have a variation of Videl with her Great Saiyan Woman outfit, which I think is amazing. Honestly, that entire trailer was just a huge hype trailer. That was the actual launch trailer for Dragon Ball Xenoverse. So if you guys remember the Battle of Z one, I believe that was the one where Yamcha was actually narrating the entire thing, and they're probably gonna have Chris Sabat narrate this in the English version, because this is the Japanese version. The English version has actually not come out yet, and it seems like they're gonna be having Sabat do it, because Sabat did the You Are the Reclaimer trailer a while ago, and it just seems like it's just a huge hype trailer trying to get you hyped for the game, even though us here in the States as well as in Europe are not going to be getting the game for about a month from now. The people in Japan are going to be getting this on February 5th, so they are really going to get hyped, I guess, because they are getting a game so close to right now. But it seems like we're going to actually be having this hype trailer for about a month to hold us down before the game actually comes out. And honestly, I think this trailer was amazing. I just love the cutscene work as well in Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I haven't really been able to say this as much, but honestly, I prefer Dimps' games in terms of how cutscenes are done and everything compared to Spike's games, just because like Spike's games always just have the characters just standing around with their mouth moving, and they only have like in-game animations like charging up and stuff like that. They never really have any actual cutscenes with stuff happening dynamically and all that stuff, and you know, that's what I like. I love that in games, and having that like in games like Infinite World, and then having it in this game and Burst Limit. Burst Limit obviously had a few animations that kind of got stale after a while, because it was kind of the same animations repeating, but here it's actual different cutscenes, which makes me really happy. I really like seeing these kind of cutscenes in a Dragon Ball Z game. Makes you kind of feel like you're watching the anime, so you know, that's awesome. Some highlights of the trailer, obviously Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's just an awesome character. His 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha looks amazing. I can't wait to use that on my created character, because you can use that. Don't forget, guys, we actually did see the entire ultimate move list a while ago, so that's gonna be awesome. Beerus also looks awesome. I just love the stratosphere stage, or the atmosphere even, of the Earth. It just looks awesome, where Beerus and Super Saiyan Super Saiyan God Goku fought in Battle of Gods. It just looks amazing, as well as the cave stage. Cave stage is water, just the immersion, man. Like when I first actually saw that clip of them in the cave, I actually was only looking at the water just because of how nice it looks. I was like, bruh, that water is too nice. But then The character created stuff, obviously, it looks awesome. There's a lot of customization, and also for those of you who are wondering, it seems like a lot of the hats and stuff, like a lot of people were wondering if outfits will only be a thing, like you'll have certain outfits only or some things like that. But it seems like you'll actually be able to just change your stuff on your chest and your outfit, obviously your hat, all that other stuff, accessories. It doesn't seem like there will only be like full-on outfits, because a lot of people, when they saw stuff like King Kai, his sort of stuff being recreated, as well as someone else, they thought that it was only outfits and you really couldn't customize it that much, but it seems like you can customize it any way you really want in terms of how separate the stuff is. Obviously, you could also change the complete color of any of the outfits, so that's really awesome. We saw somebody with actual King Kai's clothing, and it looks hilarious, and I just think that looks awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really gotta say about the trailer, dude. We saw Super Saiyan 4 gameplay, we saw gameplay of the villains in their Toa controlled state. A lot of you were saying that you might not be able to play as the villains, but you actually can. You can play as the villains. I've said this already. You can play as all the villains in their Toa controlled parts, and obviously, as we've seen, for at least Frieza and Kid Buu, their ultimate attacks are actually a little bit different, a little bit more purple and crazy, instead of how their attacks normally are, because Frieza's is usually like red, and Kid Buu's is also red. Planet Burst is usually red, and here they're like really purple. But the only thing that hasn't changed really for Cell is the Ultimate Kamehameha, or not Ultimate Kamehameha, the Solar Kamehameha, because I don't know, I thought it would be purple, but it actually isn't. Also, at the beginning of the trailer, a lot of you missed this, or I missed it as well. First time I had to have someone point it out to me, but there was a Cell Jr. doing a Kamehameha with Cell, so I don't know what's really happening there. It seems like there are a lot of times where you could just screenshot in this trailer and see a lot of different things that happen. Maybe some stuff that you haven't seen that others haven't either. I just think that this trailer is awesome. I can't wait to play the actual game. This trailer hyped me up so much. And yeah, that's all I really got to say for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like down below, as well as subscribe if you are new and like Dragon Ball Z a lot, or Dragon Ball Xenoverse if you're excited at all. Then make sure to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be making a lot of Dragon Ball Xenoverse videos for the next month until the game actually releases. So, yep, that's all I got to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. ドラゴンボールゼノバース2月5日発売